This episode of Unscripted is brought to you by Dubby. Dubby is an energy drink that doesn't cause any jitters and gives you a bunch of energy to get all your gaming done, and it energizes me to do Unscripted. So use code Krooked Does Stuff at dubby.gg and you'll get your own Dubby for 10% off, and you can also find a link in the description down below. So thank you, Dubby, for sponsoring this episode, and here's Unscripted. Hello everyone, I am Krooked and I do stuff, and this is Unscripted, the series where I take a completely unscripted look at games and give it a 1 through 10 rating. Today, we're playing an American Tail, Fievel Goes West. Before I say anything else, I have to say, bow, bow, wow. So, this movie was one of my all-time favorites as a kid. Like, all-time favorites. If you didn't know, it was a Don Bluth thing. An entire series of movies called An American Tail. And it was about this little mouse named Fievel and his family, the Mousekowitzes, if I remember right. And it basically told about how they came to America to get a better life started and the troubles that they went through. Like, if I remember, the first movie is them going to New York, and then eventually they go to the Wild West, which led to American Tail, Fievel Goes West. It's the third movie, if I remember right. But it's amazing. It had Dom DeLuise as this cat that has to pretend to be a dog at some point. He's like, bow, bow, wow. I can be a dog. Bow wow. Like, it's hilarious. Oh, God. But, again, we're talking Don Bluth animation. So, if you, for some reason, don't know who Don Bluth is, he was an animator who originally worked for Disney, who got kind of fed up with the way that Disney treated its animation staff and his creative ideas, and said nah, and made his own production company. Out of that, we got like A Land Before Time, we got the Fievel movies, we got All Dogs Go to Heaven, Anastasia, who is not, well, wasn't a Disney princess until recently anyway, until the Fox merger. But yeah, so whole bunch of stuff came out of Don Bluth's time, animating movies, making movies, and Fievel Goes West is one of those. So that's a little backstory of how this all came to be. And much like, We're Back, they made a game out of it. Well, at least they made a game out of American Tail, Fievel Goes West. I think it was one of the more popular ones, being the third game in the series. Or the third movie in the series, it kind of had a little bit more sway than the first two, especially because it kept gaining popularity, so it's no surprise that it wound up with a game. So how does it go? Well, so far, it looks a lot better than We're Back did. Granted, it came out a year later. It came out in 94, whereas We're Back came out in 93. Controls-wise, I have the cork gun that Fievel, in the movie, ends up getting. Can I... Okay. And... yeah, there's not a whole lot to say about that, other than its cork gun. The controls work pretty well from everything I'm finding. Y shoots, B jumps... pretty much what you expect from a game. A doesn't appear to do anything, L and R don't do anything, select doesn't do anything, start pauses. Pretty basic stuff. There's coins to collect. You can apparently collect the bow wows. And it's really just a basic platformer right now. Okay. So I'm assuming that's invincibility. Yep, it is. And, you know, so far it's basically just get through the stage, do what needs to be done in the stage, and move on. Other games I've played like this, you know, like Boogerman. Basically the same concept, except Boogerman is not a good game by any means. This one, well, it has some easy stuff so far. It definitely has some difficult moments. Like, everything below me is instant death. And that's something that is pretty common in older platformers. But it gave me so much time. Oh, God! It gave me so much time to get used to, like, jumping and platforming beforehand that I really don't mind that that's a thing. It looks like it started me off partway through the level, which, cool. Appreciate that. Yeah, right by the invincibility. There is a timer, which I'm not the biggest fan of timers in games like this, but I understand. God, I'm so bad at aiming sometimes. I understand why you need that sometimes to kind of create that sense of urgency for your players, so that way they're not just kind of doing whatever they want. I have a problem with Super Mario Wonder for that exact reason. And if you're wondering, there will be an episode on Super Mario Wonder coming probably in the near future. I want to get more game time into it before I do a review, and it's still really fresh in my memory. I like to approach things from kind of a first angle kind of look on if I had never played it before, and I can't do that right now with Super Mario Wonder, so that's why I haven't yet. Because I've played it significantly. Okay, I tried to go left there to pick up the coins, but it wouldn't let me. So controls-wise, it does really well. Graphics-wise, you look like Fievel, the enemies look like the enemies. The environments are good-looking environments. There's One Eye, who's a villain. I like this boss fight. It has some stuff falling from the top. Oh, I was probably supposed to run under that. Okay, I'm gonna run under him. I got hit, but that's fine. Did I take him out? Wow, okay. I beat the first boss. I really like the introduction of bosses there. It's clear. He's like burping purple bubbles at me. That's the thing for the movie, but it's still gross. So gameplay-wise, I mean, it's very solid. Sound-wise, I like it. And graphics-wise... Oh, cool! It has, like, little talking, too. Graphics-wise, it looks like everything from the movie. I don't remember a lot of this from the movie. I feel like if I fall out of this, I'm instantly gonna die. Oh, no. I don't instantly die. Okay. Wow. I really like that. A lot of games, they would put you into, like, some container, have things like those bats, and if you fall out of the container, you're instantly dead. Ow! That was, I think, a dogfish. It looks like a dog, and it's a fish. Okay. So, a little difficult there, but, I actually really like it. It's cool how they do that. I don't know. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with this. It looks good. It sounds good. Shooting the cork gun makes a good noise. Hitting enemies makes a good noise. Bats sound like bats. The jump noise is a little strange, but I mean, that's fine. Overall, I think this is a good platformer. I think anyone who plays it could have a lot of fun with it. There's a few things that could probably be a little bit better. like making it maybe a little bit easier because the target demographic for this is going to be kids because it is classified as a kids movie. Although, going back and watching some of the American Tail movies, I don't know if they're really for kids as much as they are kid friendly. Because it deals with a lot of themes that aren't exactly things kids would be interested in. But they're great movies, so if you haven't seen them, you need to go see them. And honestly, the game's pretty fun. I bet there's a lot of hidden stuff that I have no idea about that I could probably find out about if I looked it up online. Controls are really basic and simple, but they work well. And it has a good difficulty. So, overall, for an American Tail Fievel Goes West, I'd give this probably a 7.5 out of 10. Oh, I can climb up here too. Cool. See, I'm even discovering brand new things in this. That's all good game, in my opinion. Is if you're discovering things, finding new things, running away from dogfish. Good stuff. So with that being said, comment down below, let me know if you've ever seen any of the American Tail movies. Like this video if you enjoyed what you saw. Hit that subscribe button so that way you never miss out on an episode of Unscripted, and hit that notification bell so that way you'll be notified whenever a new episode of Unscripted does come out. Other than that, I do want to thank you for watching Unscripted, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye!